Little Ashley as they went across the line.
Winner there, 2R Lad, 470, 170, 4 out to Rain, 590. Photo for third, looks like, well, it's tight. Star of Camelot, the 9. You've got 5 in the middle, Road Closed, and 1 Follow Me. Frosty, 2, 4, and a photo. On their way to the boxes for the Concord Power Best 7 over the 508. Favourite 8, Ginny Roll Tub, $1.90. 5 starts at Dapto for 2 wins, 2 minors, coming off a third at Sandown behind Smack Wallop. You've got for Dr. Van Loon, $6.40, placed its last 2 at Dapto and Bulleye for the Doctor's Kennels and Jodie Gilbert. And $7.50 about 1 Dr. Penelope. Chloe Roll Tub, the 5, is at $7 for Carolyn Ranke.
And money on its way. All set, ready. And racing, Junie Rel Tub flew out of the boxes. Quickly away, Bo Brandy the inside and driving forward, Yellow Storm. They were followed by Dr. Penelope, Boon Shoe Boy. Well back on the race, Dr. Van Loon, the tail end of Chloe Rel Tub. Down the back, Junie Rel Tub's 4 in front, Bo Brandy the chaser. Dr. Penelope next, Dr. Van Loon the inside. A minute away, Chloe Rel Tub. The next one, Boon Shoe Boy and Yellow Storm. But around the corner, and this is a mile in front, Junie Rel Tub. Going to second is Dr. Van Loon, but Junie Rel Tub romped in. Junie Rel Tub by 10 to Dr. Van Loon. Third in the race, Chloe Rel Tub. They were followed by Dr. Penelope, Boon Shoe Boy. A gap in the field, Bo Brandy, and the tail ender was Yellow Storm. Junie Rel Tub is the winner, number 8, the pink. 8 pink, Junie Rel Tub in 29.23, if you please. 29.23, recorded by Junie Rel Tub. Let us look to the record books, because I think you will find that is very close to the record. In fact, that has eclipsed that questionable record of Stars of Irish by 2/100ths of a second. The new track record holder at Dapto is number 8, the pink, Junie Rel Tub, by placard out of Moontide, is owned by Jenny and Bill Butler. There's Bill walking down the track at the moment. Should be as happy as a lark. Bill, smile. It's trained by Carol Rinke of Londonderry, is Junie Rel Tub. At 8, 4 and 5, Dr. Van Loon second, Chloe Rel Tub.
Catch up with Robbie Tester, a voice well known to Sky Racing fans right around the country. And Rob's about to give us his thoughts on the Melbourne Cup. Rob.
Dean, how are you?
Pretty good.
That's good. Nice night for it.
Oh, it's a beautiful night, big crowd. Good to see. Sapphire night, it was a bit scarce down here, but they're out in force tonight.
Yeah, big crowd in. Melbourne weather turned on for you visitors. Tremendous night.
Oh, it's good to be down here, actually. I was happy to leave Sydney because it's been pretty cold up there the last few days.
Oh, no, we have this weather 12 months of the year, mate.
Yeah, good on you.
Right, you want a cup tip? I like Petite Verdot, actually. I'm a bit of a Petite Verdot fan. I have been for a while. I think maybe she's drawn inside out, upside down, but I do think the 6 and the 7 will begin and give her a card into the race, and I think she's very strong at the finish. A big wrap for her, great record at this track. Bombastic Shiraz, obviously the one to beat, and probably Bounty Lash, she might get the rails and be right there on the hammer of Spring Secret. So I'll go 8, 1 and 3.
Now, we meet tomorrow for the Top Gun. Gee, last week's heats threw plenty of spanners into the works.
Well, I don't know whether there's any walk-up starts in the Top Gun field. Probably the Melbourne Cup winner is about the only one. It's going to be a very difficult few hours tomorrow, 4 or 5 hours, but it'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to it, actually.
Yeah, I think we might have breakfast, lunch and afternoon tea.
Well, you and I can't. We've got to get to Cranbourne Dogs, don't we? We've got a gig down there to do late in the afternoon.
You've given me the 4 3:11 races.
Well, there's 3 3:11s. That adds up to about a kilometre. I think you might be able to handle that, mate. You look fit enough.
Thanks, mate.
Good on you.
One of Australia's best, Rob Tester, except when he says things like it's always sunny in Melbourne 12 months of the year. I'll write that down. That's a fib. Anyway, the second event from Albion Park, and the favourite way is Simone with a late mail in race 4.
Okay, the 4th event at Sandown, we've got a short prize favourite in the shape of Proven Lethal. He's well known because so far in his career, while he hasn't had a lot of starts, he's proven lethal on several occasions.
He comes off some very good form here. He won 3 on end, the Meadows, Sandown and Shepparton back all in November of this month. He's racing probably in the best form that he has. He's only had 19 starts, but 7 wins and 6 placings in his career. So he's a greyhound that has to be considered. A little bit slow early, but very strong, and off the red he should be hard to beat. Then I like number 8, Culver City. This greyhound won at Shepparton last start, which was Monday night. Has had 10 starts here for 3 wins, 2 placings, a PB of 29.98. A moderate beginner, but should be in there with a chance. Number 2, Ashiga Express. It could lead this field, and coming back in distance, it comes off 2 wins on end at Bendigo over the 545 metres. And then number 3, Ferguson Vale, who we saw in very good form in a heat of the Traralgon Cup recently. A little bit slow early, but does have a good record here. He has had 14 starts for 4 wins and 3 placings. But number 1, Proven Lethal. He is short, but the one to beat over 8, 2 and 3.
Okay, Simone, 1, 8, 2, 3. Haven't spoken about the Boltreese final tonight. Boltreese dear to your heart because you're from down Warrnambool way, and Boltreese is probably one of the most famous products of Warrnambool over the last few years.
He's a greyhound everyone can relate to because we all know how hard it is to win one feature race, but to do it 4 years in a row. And I was just saying to Dean before how fondly people speak of Boltreese, even now down in Warrnambool. He certainly isn't a forgotten champion. He has a huge picture up on the wall down there in the rooms, in the bar, with his 4 cups standing on the beach. And he is just a greyhound that everyone can appreciate how good he was because of his tremendous effort to win 4 Sandown Cups in a row.
That was a fantastic performance. Simone, we'll be back shortly with race number 4 here at Sandown, but you're tipping 1, Proven Lethal, currently showing about even money on the tote.
Okay, Dean, thank you, and thanks to Simone Britton. That'll be followed by the next event from Dapto, race 3. We saw a new track record in the previous event. Ginny Reltub 29 and 23 for its 5:15, 16, 67. Third event, 4th and 5th grade over the 600. Nessie's Thunder the 7 is a rating special over 3 Corborn Claude, 8 Gillabong, 2 Hayville Rebel, 7, 3, 8 and 2. In the update, you've got 7 Nessie's Thunder at $3.50, 8 Gillabong at $4.20, 2 Hayville Rebel at $5.20, 3 Corborn Claude at $8.30 and 5 Atlanta Bell at $8.40. The selections from Paul in race 3, 8 Gillabong, 7 Nessie's Thunder and 2 Hayville Rebel, 8, 7 and 2. On the track for the next event from Sandown, the 4th event, the 3rd and 4th grade over the 5:15. Paul Dolan, you'll be your caller for race 4 at Sandown. That'll be followed by the next event from Dapto as we head back to the track. And the late mail, here's Matthew Hill.
Okay, Rod, thank you very much. Well, we're leading into race number 3, 4th and 5th grader, over 600 metres. We've got Hayville Rebel and also Lockjaw clashing again. A head separated them last time. I'm sticking with the 2 Hayville Rebel, better suited by box number 2 tonight. To beat number 6 Lockjaw, 7 Nessie's Thunder, and for 4th, number 8 Gillabong. 2, 6, 7, 8, race 3.
Good on you, Matt. Thank you. 2, 6, 7 and 8. You need
3 and 4. Okay, Rod, thanks very much indeed. I've got the right headset now, that does help. About to be trapped here for the Hayes Montrose grade 3 and 4. $1.90, number 1 Proven Lethal on the Super Tab. Number 3 Ferguson Vale Rock Solid at $4.70. And punters see this as primarily a 2-dog race because number 2 Ashiga Express on the $8 line is the 3rd favourite. I bought some Queensland weather down here. Beautiful night at Sandown. It'll be mid-20s, I suppose, as we head into the evening part of the program. Glorious day and tipped to be fine and warm here in Melbourne for at least the next 3 or 4 days. So Bloke Fields at home. Green light now. Race 4. Set. Racing, Proven Lethal stepped well, so did Hades Comet, and Billy Anna Boy's going to clear them in the yellow rug and Gash to the lead. Out of the straight, and Billy Anna Boy leads by a couple. Hades Comet up into 2nd place, again Proven Lethal there, 3rd, just going a bit awkwardly at the moment. Then Bronwyn Bale followed along by Culver City. Ferguson Bale, Ashiga Express, and just like Bopper is the last one. Hades Comet took over, dashed away on the side. Billy Anna Boy, and then came Proven Lethal around the turn. Hades Comet, the front runner, doing it stylishly, and Hades Comet gets in a half length to the fast finishing Proven Lethal. 3rd, I think Billy Anna Boy in front of Ferguson Bale, and just like Bopper made ground behind those. Then came Ashiga Express, and well back to Bronwyn Bale and Culver City alongside of those. 4 Hades Comet, 9.80 and 2.10. It'll just get in. 1 Proven Lethal did lunge late, $1.20, and 5 Billy Anna Boy probably 3rd. He led them and he's paid $5.10 the place. Standing by for the numbers after the running of race 4. It's 4, 1 and 5. Hades Comet's just got in here, number 4. 1 Proven Lethal, number 1, and 5 Billy Anna Boy has held on for 3rd. Splits of 5.19, 19.28, and an overall of 30.02. 4, 1 and 5. So Hades Comet taking the lead up on the top turn and has gone on to score by, I suppose, looked like it was going to win by about a length near the line. The red's dashed, and it's only a half head, it's truth. A half head by 1 3/4. A half head by 1 3/4, and 30.02 the time. 4 Hades Comet has got the cash here.
All right, Paul, and as called, placings there on the previous 4, 1 and 5. Sandown, having been to the broadcast box, it's like calling from an 8-story block of flats. Your list looks straight down. The greyhounds at the boxes for the third at Dapto, and 7 Nessie's Thunder is the favourite. Placed its last 2 at Wentworth Park behind Abila's Ostie, and beaten 2.5 by Normandy Lad over the 6:30 at Nara, 37.45. To Hayville Reward, $4, and 8 Gillabong. 6 starts at Dapto for 4 wins and a second, $3.80. Angle Park, next event there, is race 4. It's a 5th grade over the 5:15. Tim goes 1, Miss Madagascar, to beat 3 and 2, 1, 3 and 2. Look at that event shortly as we head back to Paul for race 3 at Dapto.
Nessie's Thunder and Lockjaw joined them with Gillabong near the outside. On the inside, Hayville Rebel with Tiggerlong Olive are being boxed. They're just about set. Green light, Bunny's on its way. Race 3 out of Dapto. Set, ready. And racing, Atlanta Bell won the hop in the centre. Quickly away, Corborn, Claude and Tiggerlong Olive. They were followed out wider on the track by Gillabong. Nessie's Thunder is centre field, settling down a break of 3 or 4. Blarney Castle. Next to last was Hayville Rebel, Lockjaw, the tail ender. Into the back they go. Corborn, Claude reached the lead. Second, Tiggerlong Olive. In third place, Gillabong. Atlantic Bell dropped off. Over on the fence, Nessie's Thunder running into it. A break of 3 or 4 to Lockjaw. A minute away, Hayville Rebel, Blarney Castle. Corborn, Claude clear on the corner. Tiggerlong Olive can't do any better. Corborn Claude in front and will win the money. Corborn Claude by 3, grabbing second, Gillabong just in front of Tiggerlong Olive. Next home was Nessie's Thunder, followed by Lockjaw, Atlanta Bell. Next to last was Hayville Rebel, Never a Threat, and Blarney Castle was the tail ender. Corborn Claude is the winner, 3 the white. 34.85 the time, 34.85 the time recorded by number 3 the white, Corborn Claude, and Corborn Claude running 34.85 has established a new track record. Tess Banner 34.87 held the previous record. So in 2 races we have seen 2 greyhounds going very quickly. Junie Reltub running 29.23 in race 2 to break the 500 record, and Corborn Claude running 34.85 to break the 600 record.
All right, Paul, outstanding performance. Very sick. That's the entertainment from Sandown, and as I mentioned, the grandstand, especially at the top, is some 7 or 8 floors high, and we have Mr. and Mrs. Batman, and they are the entertainment. They're hanging by a rope after abseiling up the grandstand. They are now doing their death-defying trapeze act routine. That's really scary. Boys and girls at home, don't try this. We don't recommend you try this. But that is outstanding entertainment. It's far more interesting, I suppose, than what we normally have at entertainment for harness, greyhound and thoroughbred meetings. My goodness me. Anyway, that's Batman and Batwoman, and they're now in the crowd, and well done. Congratulations to them. As I said, kids, don't try that at home. Third at Albion Park goes in. Okay. That's entertainment personified. Yes, we've got our death-defying music from the Sky Channel Big Band, and I still can't believe it. We better get off that now before they do something really silly. The 5th at Sandown in around 7 minutes from now. Race 5 is the Carlton Draft non-grade over the 515. 3 Bear Creek over 5 Monsters Inc. 6 Leprechaun Yap and 1 Albani. So 3 over 5, 6 and 1. Favourite way is 1 Albani at $2.40, 3 Bear Creek $6.60, 5 Monsters Inc. $6.30 and 6 Leprechaun Yap at $6.80. Selections from Ron: 1 A Special Albani to beat 6 and 5. And we leave the Batman and woman there. How about that? I guarantee one man that just doesn't like heights at all is Paul Ambrosoli. He's our race caller at Dapto, Mr. Greyhound Racing. He's now with Matthew Hill.
Welcome back to Dapto in the lead up to the feature race, the $40,000 Glendon Motors Auction Classic Final. And the man behind the 1050s calling all the action is Paul Ambrosoli. We thought we'd get the last minute tip from him. G'day, Paul.
Last minute tip, Matthew Hill.
Exactly right.
Excellent. Well, I thought that Sweet Shot and Ruby Red Lips would be vying for the early lead. Ruby Red Lips went slightly quicker than Sweet Shot to the back here last week. If that occurs again, Baz Will is likely to get a run 3 wide at them. Now, Sweet Shot at Wentworth Park has been able to do it from behind. Whether it can do it from behind tonight, and that's if it is, well, this sort of hangs on Ruby Red Lips a little bit, but she is fairly consistent out of the boxes. If Sweet Shot has to work around Ruby Red Lips, Baz Will can get a trail up. That's the only way Baz Will can beat Sweet Shot, and that's the question. I've tipped Baz Will. I thought it might provide a little bit of better value than Sweet Shot because Baz Will continues to improve. The 29.48 last week was a sharp improvement on its runs before, and its tractability is getting better. Sweet Shot, however, is a class act and is going to go certainly on and win more races in town after this event. But it's a very good race.
And Paul, just quickly, a race of stories. You've got Sweet Shot, Mark Hardy, first greyhound, 28 years of age, bought the greyhound for $1,000, and John Tyrrell, only his 3rd greyhound to race.
And, of course, the connections of Baz Will. They've been in horse racing all their lives, and this is their first dog. I mean, it is rather a story, isn't it?
It certainly is. It's a terrific race and good calling.
Thank you very much indeed, Matthew. All the best.
The man behind the microphone and the binoculars, Paul Ambrosoli, before the big one.
Good on you, Matt, and I hardly recognise Paul without his Tacosti fish. The third event from Albion Park, and 7 Gozo Sam at $3.20 is the favourite. Others given a chance. You've got 2 Pretty Boys.
We saw Peter Giles win the previous at Hobart, a heat of the Hobart 1000 with Big Daddy Cool. Can he win this without Barney?
I've actually gone for a bit of value in this race with number 6, Leprechaun Yap. I thought it was a very good run of hers last week. She was a little bit slow early, but chased very hard through the field. Showed a lot of pace. She won 2 races at Ballarat over the 550. Showed some pace in those. Has a very good record, 16 starts here for 6 wins and 7 placings, a PB of 30.06. I don't think box 6 will be a concern for her, but I do like her to beat number 1, Albani. This greyhound, a little bit unreliable early, but did win the Terrelgan Cup from this box. He's a very honest chaser. He will be right up there at the end. He's very strong also. Number 2, Crumbles, another honest chaser. A fair beginner, does have a good record here, has had 7 wins from 22 starts. Won best of the night recently at the Meadows. And then number 3, Bear Creek, a leader who crosses hard to the rails, ran 2nd in the Geelong Cup and then put in a top run in the Terrelgan Cup heat to win before running 4th in the final. But number 6 here, Leprechaun Yap, to beat 1, 2 and 3.
6, 1, 2 and 3. Simone, we've just seen some spectacular acrobatics here at Sandown with a duo hanging off the front of the grandstand. The things a guy's got to go through just to get a date.
Well, I'm sure there wouldn't be too many men complaining if they were up there. The girl looked quite nice, Dean. So.
Well, they tell me us two are up there next.
In your dreams.
All right, so the 5th coming up at Sandown, and Al Barney is the favourite at $2.50, and they're coming up to the boxes. $7.60 for Crumbles, Bear Creek at $6.70, Monsters Inc. $6.20, and Leprechaun Yap at $5.60. It's an important race too, because a couple of these will still be looking at trying to get a berth on the top gun. I mean, a dog like Al Barney, Bear Creek, and even Monsters Inc.
It is quite a good field, a good betting race too, and I have left Monsters Inc. out in the greyhound. No disrespect to him at all, but yeah, Al Barney, like his Terrelgan Cup win, was one of the best races wins I've seen for a very long time. Bear Creek 2nd in the Geelong Cup again, so it is a very good field, and I suppose there is a lot resting on it. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see.
Righto, they're about to move up now, being called up to the boxes for race number 5, and Al Barney pretty solid here at $2.60. Bear Creek, watch for him early. He'll be looking for the lead. He normally comes out running, and he does handle Sandown very well. Just about set, so let's head upstairs, and Ronnie Hawkswell calling race 5.
7. Coming in, Crumbles to 2, Imelda Bale 4, Leprechaun Yap and Hot Ruling. And the set to go now, the favourite is 1 Hour Barney at 2.80, set for a start. Racing our Barney a little bit slow on the inside and showing speed out in the centre. There was Monsters Inc. has found the lead. Bear Creek up on the inside, but Monsters Inc.'s gone clear over Bear Creek second. 3 lengths away to our Barney to third. They were followed by Hot Rolling in behind them, then Crumbles, Leprechaun Yappers third last. And then came Keegan Bale and Meldabale. Monsters Inc. the leader, 2.5 to 3 to Bear Creek. Our Barney's coming home with a great run on the outside. 4 lengths away Hot Rolling, but Monsters Inc. still the one to beat, turning for home. Is clear over our Barney and Bear Creek, and Monsters Inc. all the way virtually by 2 lengths to our Barney, 2 to Bear Creek. Behind them, Hot Rolling. Next, the outside, Leprechaun Yap, and they were followed further back then by Keegan Bale out near the rear. Imelda Bar, one of the last to pull up.
Well, we're only about an hour away from the feature race, the Glendon Motors Classic Final, and what a night we've had already with 2 track records over the 508 and the 600 broken already. We're leading into the 4th. This is the consolation of the feature. Sticking with number 8, Blind Poker. It was 3rd behind Baswell in its heat. Wasn't beaten too far, 3 lengths. A very, very speedy greyhound and a good winner in its heat. 2 runs back over Dan Terry Lass, who, of course, is in box number 1 in tonight's final. Sticking with the 8, Blind Poker. To beat number 1, Secret Regrets, well drawn. 5, King Wish, and 6, Remember Test. So my numbers in the consolation, 8, 1, 5 and 6. A terrific night so far. It's going to get better as well.
Certainly is. Thanks very much, Matt. And the greyhounds at the boxes, the late scratching number 2, Sandown, splits of 5.15, 18.96, and Monsters Inc. began with them tonight and has run them off their legs 29 and 64. Whilst at Albion Park on the 3rd, Cool Gem successful 10.15, 12.13, 35.
4, all set. Ready, racing, Blind Poker fairly away, Star Above All with Back to Reality, won the hop, getting away well, Secret Regrets the inside, Blind Poker's looking for the lead on the outer. Next in the race was Remember Test, King Wishes well back, in company with Token Charm down the back, and Blind Poker surge clear of Secret Regrets, Back to Reality, over on the fences, Remember Test, they were followed by Star Above All, well back Token Charm and King Wish, Blind Poker the leader, Secret Regrets won't go away on the fence, Blind Poker in front, Secret Regrets has got it, Secret Regrets hit the lead, and Secret Regrets got the money. Secret Regrets a half length, Blind Poker, Remember Test 3rd. Star Above All was next home. They were followed by Token Charm, Back to Reality, and the tail ender was King Wish. Secret Regrets on the inside. 29.51 the time. 29.51 the time, and Secret Regrets on the inside has got the money. By Bob Niak out of Secret Bride, is owned by Corey Bathuse and is trained by Luke Azapati of Londonderry. Second money in the race goes to 8, the pink, Blind Poker. At the moment I'm blind in the half light here. Here we go, yeah. Corey Batiste, it is the owner of Secret Regrets. Blind Poker, Ruth King second, and third is number 6, Remember Test, trained by Ray Webster. The time for the journey, 29.51, with number 10, Star Above All, in 4th position. Well, that'll make Corey Batiste happy. He'll be absolutely thrilled of the eye teeth. 6 wins from 27 starts. $2,000 goes to the winner of the consolation.
Dapto, another main chance in tonight's $40,000 feature, is number 2, Ruby Red Lips, trained by Owen Macon. And Owen, would this be one of your biggest wins if you took the money tonight?
Yeah, it will be one of the biggest, yeah.
Box number 2 tonight, what do you make of that?
Oh, it suits her. It suits her.
Yep. And of course, last start in the semi-final was placed behind Baswell. Can you turn the tables on it?
Well, I think we can. If as long as she begins like she did last week, I think we can turn the tables here.
Where do you see yourself on the first corner?
In front, I hope.
And tell me about the kennel. How many greyhounds?
I've got 14 in work at the moment.
This would be the best of them?
Oh, I wouldn't say that, no.
Okay.
Only a young one, but she's coming along all right.
Okay. What are the other good greyhounds you have?
I've got Summer Bliss, some Punky. Got another nice young dog. He's coming along quite well too.
Do you know how much this greyhound was bought at the auction for?
Yeah, 3,300.
Okay, and a good series to be in, because you're going to pick up $40,000 if you get the money tonight. So best of luck, and hopefully we're talking to you in a couple of hours' time.
Thanks very much.
Owen Macon, the trainer of number 2, Ruby Red Lips, in tonight's big feature.
Okay, Matt, the 5th event from Angle Park.
Welcome back to Dapto. We're talking to the connections of the main hopes in tonight's Glendon Motors Auction Classic Final. Joining me now is the trainer of number 8, Roost Trader, Joe Formosa. Joe, box number 8, happy with that draw?
Couldn't be any happier.
Really?
It's the box he likes. There's a lot of speed on the inside. Hoping for a mix-up on the turn.
Now, you were placed behind Dan Terry Lass in the semi-final last week. Can he improve on that performance?
The dog, he's only a baby yet. He's only a pup and he's still learning. I think there's still plenty of improvement in the dog himself.
And Joe, would this be one of your biggest wins if you got the money tonight?
It would be the biggest, yes.
And tell me about the kennel. How many greyhounds do you have?
I've got 4 or 5 at home in work. Yes, I've got another starter here tonight, Wagamama, in the sprint.
OK, so you've got Rouge Trader, box number 8, hoping for a mix-up, and we may be talking to you in about an hour's time. Best of luck, Joe.
I hope so.
Joe Formosa, the trainer of Rouge Trader, box 8 in tonight's $40,000 final. Best of luck to him.
And Rouge Trader 9 starts all up for 2 wins, 4 minors, a winner of 1 out of 5 at Dapto with 3 minor placings. Defeated Corborn Smoky some 5 starts ago, and that is the scene.
Greyhound who created a big impression last week was Spring Secret, New South Wales galloper, who went the best time of the night, 29.97, prepared by Christine Oldfield. Christine's back for the 2nd year in a row. Last year, Christine, of course, you were represented by your mighty sprinter, November Fury, so 2 in a row is not a bad effort.
Oh, yes, I'm very happy to be back.
Better effort too if you can pull off the first prize, $140,000.
Well, you hope, don't you? You live in hope.
What can you tell us about Spring Secret? Last year he impressed us with the way he left the boxes. Is that his normal style of racing?
He can begin, but he also can miss the start. He's a sort of a hit and miss beginner.
All right. So if he doesn't lead, has he only got the 1 barrel? Can he also come from behind greyhounds?
Would depend how far behind. Look, if he missed the start and got a fair way back, I don't think he could come from behind. He burned his petrol early.
Yeah. He's sort of emerged onto the scene in the last few weeks. Well, he's caught certainly Victorians by surprise. Are you surprised that he's been able to reach this level?
No, not surprised at all. No, he's a very quick dog.
All right. Well, how do you rate him with November Fury?
Well, I find it very hard to compare different dogs together. November Fury, he was just something special. He was very special, but it's hard to compare them.
All right, well, good luck tonight with Spring Secret. You'll have most of New South Wales behind you.
Thanks very much.
OK, you certainly will. Ron and Christine Oldfield have been wonderful ornaments to...
30 and 52. 30 and 52 sections of 5.79.
So 5.79, 11.81, overall 30 and 52 on their way to the boxes for the first of our features tonight from Sandown Park. The Bold Trees Carnival Cup, Simone Britton's Late Mail, 3 Rare Aussie over 2 Arvos Junior, 6 MacDB and 1 Sleeveless, 3, 2, 6 and 1. Rare Aussie, a winner over MacDB, 42.54 last start. Winner of 4 from 12 with 7 minors over this track and distance. You've got Arvos Junior, who... the great Arvos Junior. Disappointing, I thought, behind Takita last start. Beaten under 3 in 42.71. The greyhound has been up for a long, long time. Arvos Junior, one of the sentimental favourites in Australian greyhound racing, $2.20. Rare Aussie, $6. 5 Proven Adonis, $5.20. The Bold Trees Carnival Cup. Here's Ron Hawkswell.
Face value last week. He looked disappointing, Arvos Junior, but you can't doubt his record. Particularly here at this track at Sandown. He's got a marvellous strike rate. 15 starts, 13 wins and 2 placings. And he's the favourite here at $2.20, 6 even Rare Aussie. The young gun Proven Adonis in box 5 at $5.20. And MacDB number 6 at $11. They're behind the boxes now and about to move in. This race named after one of the truly greats in greyhound racing, Bold Trees, who won 4 consecutive Sandown Cups. He actually raced in 5, but he won 4 of them. A mighty stayer.